it might not always be obvious when to use the rip or web commands. I found a case on Reddit which I think can serve as a very good example for showing the difference between the two. For both commands, you just need to draw lines, and the program will extend that line as a wall onto the next available face. The crucial difference is in the direction of the extension. For the rip command, the wall extends parallel to the sketch plane. For the web command, the wall extends perpendicular to the sketch plane. Let's say that we want to make this feature. How do we go about deciding whether to use the rip or web commands? Let's start by thinking about how you will sketch the line for this. In this case, we would have to make a vertical plane and sketch these lines. We want the wall to extend in this direction. Since this direction is parallel to the sketch plane, we should be using the rip command. Go to Create, Rip. Select the sketch line as a profile. Set thickness direction to symmetric so that it thickens equally on either side of the sketch plane. For extend type, select Tool Next. Adjust the thickness. If the rip does not build successfully, you might need to flip the direction. Let's try to shift the plane so that it intersects with this boss. You can see that it terminates up against the boss. The sketch line for the rip is currently in front of the boss. What if we need the rip to extend all the way to this wall? Let's try extending the line beyond the boss. The rip does extend to the wall, but it also extends beyond the base. At the same time, it extends into the true hole. To resolve this, we will need to create this hole after the rip. To do that, we can go to the timeline and drag the true hole feature to a point after the rip. Next, we want to create this feature joining these two bosses. In this case, we can create a horizontal plane that represents the top face of the feature and sketch a line on that plane. Now, think about the direction that you want the wall to be extended. Since this direction is perpendicular to the sketch plane, we should be using the web command. Go to Create, Web. Select the sketch line as a profile. Set thickness direction to symmetric so that it thickens equally on either side of the sketch plane. For extend type, select Tool Next. Adjust the thickness. We are not restricted to using a straight line. It can be curved or a chain of sketch entities. You just need to make sure that the endpoints can be terminated up against the bosses. The web that we have created here has a flat top. Is there a way to create a non-flat top? We can actually use the rip command here. To do that, create a vertical sketch plane that intersects the bosses. I prepared a sketch here. Go to Create, Rip, and go through the same steps as before. Hope that this has been helpful. I will see you in the next one.